Hello students of class 9. Through this video, I will discuss the last topic of this lesson, what is democracy and why democracy from civics. And the topic is broader meanings of democracy. Student, I have discussed in my previous videos, first of all, what is democracy and what is the definition of democracy. After then, I discuss with you the arguments against the democracy or the demerits of democracy. And after then, I have discussed with you arguments in the favor of democracy or the merits of democracy. So first of all, before starting the broader meaning of democracy, I will tell you the definition of democracy which I have already discussed with you. Democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. Here rulers are observed as the representative. Representative, those who represents the people. Here I have written on this whiteboard representative democracy. What is the meaning of that? Representative democracy means the leaders, those who are elected by the people, they will take the decision on the behalf of the people. They will represent the people, and that is why such type of democracy is observed as a representative democracy. Now, this explanation about the representative democracy will define what is the difference between democracy and non-democracy. But when we see this topic, broader meanings of democracy, then we ask a question. What is the difference between a democracy and a good democracy? And when we discuss about the good democracy, then we go to the broader meanings of democracy. My dear students, here when we discuss about the broader meanings of democracy, we start to count some ideals of democracy. And when we start to count these ideals of democracy, then we can distinguish between a democracy and a good democracy. First of all, you may see here I have written on this whiteboard differences between democracy and a good democracy. Here, when you will get all this point, then you can understand what are the differences between democracy and a good democracy. First of all, the first point which I have written on this whiteboard, that is all the people do not rule, but a majority is allowed to take decisions on behalf of all people. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of this point is, at present, in democracy, we cast our vote, we elect our leaders or representative, and those who will form the government, no doubt they will be in majority, and they will take all the decisions on behalf of the people, not the people at present in democracy. Why? Because it is not possible in democracy that all people sit together and take decision. But in the same time, a good democracy tells that every citizen must be able to play equal role in decision making. But in good democracy, it is told that if any decision will be taken in a good democracy, there is a situation or condition that each and every citizen will be taken part to take decision. Second point, people have equal right to vote, no doubt. In democracy, according to universal adult franchise, we cast our vote for the election of our representative, to elect our representative. But a good democracy tells an equal right to vote is not enough. Means here equal right to vote is given, but with this right some more promises are there. First of all, people need to have equal information, basic education, equal resources, and a lot of commitment. First of all, you may see that an equal right to vote is not enough. Some more thing is also essential. What is the meaning of that? Means people need to have equal information. Means it is very essential that each and every citizen should get the information related to the government. And after then, basic education will be given to all. And after then, equal resources, whatever resources are in a country, that should be distributed equally among all the citizens, and a lot of commitment, a lot of promises are also related with the citizen. And then when these all things will be there, means in a democracy, that democracy will be observed as a good democracy. And the third difference between a democracy and a good democracy is it does not tell us anything about hunger or poverty. A democracy will never tell that democracy will remove poverty and hunger from the country. But in a good democracy or in a true democracy, it is very essential that true democracy will commonly, when no one goes hunger to bed. Means in good democracy we find that no one will be hunger. Each and everyone will get food and nobody will die in the lack of food. Student, here you will find that in democracy these are the condition, and in a good democracy these are the conditions. When we discuss or when we difference between democracy and a good democracy, then we find that these all are the ideals. When we start to compare this ideal of a good democracy, then we cannot find that any country in this world is a democracy. But it is also very necessary to discuss with you that no doubt such type of condition we cannot find in a country, but it will help us to justify our democracy. It will help us to search weakness of democracy. Student, you know very well that seriously we cannot fulfill, or a country where we find the democracy cannot fulfill seriously the ideals of a good democracy. But it is very essential. It will help us that if we want to get a good democracy, no doubt we cannot find these all ideals in 100%. But it helps us or it motivates us. At least we can put our effort to make our democracy more powerful. And for this, it is the responsibility of our government, not only the responsibility of the government, it is also the responsibility of our citizens or the citizens of a democratic nation. Means the citizens will cast their vote to elect their representative who can take good decision to make that particular country a good democratic country. Then we can find that what is the aim to judge or to identify weakness of democracy. It is the aim of good democracy, and after that we find what is the ideal of good democracy, to put more effort to make democracy more powerful. I hope you understood this explanation, and according to this explanation I will ask two questions regarding to this video. First question is, distinguish between a democracy and a good democracy. You can write this answer written on this board. And the second question, explain the broader meaning of democracy. I hope you understood this video, and I hope that you will write answer of these two questions. Thank you very much.